Yeah. Yeah.
Coach, just a stone's throw from here. The bikers and joggers, they're lining the shores of Lake Michigan, and rightfully so. But we've got some football business to take care of at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They go play action with Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
64.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Mike, go! 290! Tighten down. There you go. Tighten up. Motion.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Go!
On first down, it's Locke. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Bang, 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 bang. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Slam. Crawl.
Looking to throw again on second down. Luck. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check out. 390. Alert. Check 24.
On first down, Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Blue. Hey, it's our house. Check 31. Check safety.
They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Second and 8 at the Colts 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Sponge. No.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now it's Trubisky toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's not going to get me. Undertook. Let's go, Mexico.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Come. 45, 45, Mike, 45. So we got man.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch.
You ain't doing nothing today.
A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Trubisky will throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Hines. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They run with Hines. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, exit. All day, all day. Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45. 11Z.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 52.
Barber on 1st and 10. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
A carry for Barber. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
11. Check 59, right?
After the interception, it's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Luck. Ebron caught left side. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Check 45. Hey, shoot. 12. Watch the screen. Out. Whip. Watch the whip.
Out of the gun, Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and this one will be brought back to the 22. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Check right. Watching your 5. Here we go. Check X3. 218, chopper.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check 37. Check 37.
Now Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Hines. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Luck on first down. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hatchet. Hatchet. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 18. 18. He's coming. He's coming.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Colts. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Off to Thomas on the left side. Finding room at the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Lott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's Lott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lott. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Trubisky to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All day, every day, any day.
Here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man is Trey Burton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Check up. 27.
On 1st down, it's Long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
11. 45 to Mike.
Here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Locke. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Hines. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
12. Check 3. Alert. Hey, check. Protein spill.
This is Hines. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch the shit. 11.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
First down, Indianapolis.
Go. 1-6-3. Let's go, Mexico. Watch the safety creep. 12.
On 1st and 10, Locke being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing ready.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the flat.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Go! 180! Mike is 59. Mike to 59. No gain on this defense.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he spins through. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Love. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
45's the mark. Hey, Charlie. Here we go. Here we go. 45's the mark. 11. All day.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. White now to return. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Bears take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll run the counter with Barber. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Lock in.
They go play action with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Tight dog. Back.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. This is caught. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
18.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Wilkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears get a bit closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now we'll carry from Mack. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
The ball carrier. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 27-yard line.
A road win in the National Football League.